And we welcome you to the W.B. Mason postgame. Bob Lorenz, John Flaherty, and Jack Curry with you. Game 162 is in the books, and the Yanks lose the season finale 5-2. Finish the season 82-80, and Flash, as the players pack their bags at their locker right now, got to be a sense of melancholy knowing you're not packing up and saying, what's our playoff destination city? You're saying, we're packing up and going home.
Yeah, it's not the finality of losing a postseason game where it ends so quickly. The Yankees have known for a while, the players have known for a while that this was going to be it in Kansas City. And you're just an above 500 baseball team. 82-80 will be celebrated by some organizations, not by the New York Yankees. If they're going home tomorrow, this season is not where they want it to be. And now it quickly changes. What went wrong? What do we have to do to get better? Not only from an organizational standpoint, from the player's standpoint as well.
Right. Today stings for the Yankees, but it feels as if this sting has been ongoing for several weeks because the Yankees knew this day was coming. They knew they weren't going to make the postseason. And I thought our crew on Yes had a great shot at the end of the game. It was just Aaron Judge sitting in the dugout, soaking up what was going on in the field as the Royals, a team that lost more than 100 games, was celebrating winning their final game of the season. But I wondered what was going through Judge's mind because this is going to be an impactful and important offseason for the Yankees. This season was unacceptable by their own estimation of who they think they should have been. So what do they do to make changes to make sure it doesn't happen again? But this season, and I keep using this word, this season was unacceptable, and Aaron Boone will be the first one to tell you that. Now, when you grade or evaluate what Aaron Boone has done as a manager, we also have to reinforce the thought that a manager in 2023 is different than a manager in 1983, and that you are being given information and there is a discussion and it's more of a group effort. So as we talk about what Boone has done as a manager, I think it's really what has the organization done. And there's one thing that Judge said today that stood out with me, talking about how the Yankees need to have more of an urgency. And I thought about that throughout this season, where there are times where maybe the foot needs to be on the gas pedal a little more than taking the foot off and talking about it's a long season and our track record is what it is. You've got to seize the moment. And I think the Yankees are going to have to remember that an 82-80 season, when you've got almost a $300 million payroll and you were picked by some to win close to 100 games, that's just not a season that should leave a good taste in your mouth. And Aaron Boone and everyone in that clubhouse should feel it throughout the offseason.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the sense of urgency comments from Aaron Judge, because when I think back to this year and how many times we've been sitting at this desk and you hear players say, we'll be fine. It's a long year. We're a championship club. Almost like if you just play for the Yankees, a championship or the postseason is going to happen. And obviously the players in that room found out this year that it's not that easy. The one thing I will say about Aaron Boone all year long, he was always saying, we have to play better. We got to find a way to play better. So I didn't think that he had a lack of urgency. I think maybe some of his players had a lack of urgency and an attitude like it's just going to happen because we wear this uniform. And I always think that you have to look at the end of the year when the Yankees knew they were not going to the postseason. How did their club play? They played great during the last month of the year. I know a lot of that is young players trying to put their stamp on their career, trying to get to the major leagues and stay there. But that team never gave up on Aaron Boone, and that's a good sign that a club wants to continue to play hard for their manager.